Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we are on Lama's account for some more Lily May testing. We're going to be bringing her to Arena and Supreme Arena. Currently he's ranked 34 in regular Arena. So we're going to see whether we can climb up there. He has some really well built up heroes. Notably he has a Scarlita at Supreme, and of course he has Lily May, and then a lot of other hero options at Supreme Plus. So really for Lily May, I think it is important to run her with Thorin with the soul pack protection, because other than that I feel like she's a little bit easy to kill at the beginning of the match and then she doesn't get a lot of her value. So having something like Thorin in a tanky team is really good. I really do think that she does really well with Scarlita as well, but I understand a lot of people won't have Scarlita, so we'll do some team testing without Scarlita as well. But I think for the beginning matches we will try to attack whoever is whoever, like, we'll try to attack the high rankers and we're going to try to bring out our best offenses, and then maybe we can try to experiment a little bit as well. I want to see if we can find anyone in the top 20 that we could maybe attack. I think rank 4 might be out of reach for us. Rank 7 might also be difficult. Let's take a look. He has Scarlita, crowd control team. Okay, I think we could actually beat this, because the real key about this enemy team, especially if they have Almas, is they want to chain the ultimate of Iron into increasing the duration with Almas. But if you can interrupt the Iron at the beginning of the match with Lily May, then that would be really good. Okay, and I think, okay, so we will run probably, definitely Damien, Lily May, and I think Thorin for the protection. We'll run the Scarlita as well, because they have a Scarlita of their own. The question is, do we want to go for more crowd? Like, I think we want to go for Iron here, but we could also go for Haywin. Haywin provides much more tankiness for our team, and I don't know how much value our Iron is actually going to provide. Like, the advantage of having Iron is it will loop up the enemies a little bit so Thorin can get a more value ultimate, but they have the Arden in the back with the Enlightening spell, so that's countering Iron already. I think maybe I'm just going to go for Haywin over here, and I think I'm going to move Thorin up to the front with Lily May, and have Thorin try to be up in their face a little bit more. And I think this should be a fine positioning. Okay, so Lily May is going to interrupt the Iron at the beginning of the match, which she manages to do, and then immediately going into her rainstorm ballet. Getting off not too much damage. The enemies are able to out-sustain that. Scarlita is providing shields on Thorin mainly right now. If we could get one shield on Lily May, that will give her a growth stack for non-permanent stat increase. Look at that damage. Damage effect of Thorin, and also the rainstorm ballet of Lily May taking down even the Arden in the back. And now the enemy Scarlita is going to come down, but it's too late because most of her team has already died. That seemed like a really convincing win. And this was against, what rank was this player? We got 17 points. I think this was a rank 7 player. That was really good. And they had a Scarlita defense. I definitely, in those defenses that have like Iron Almas combos, I think Lily May counters them hardcore. If they only have Iron and then they have a lot of damage, for example, and like Arden, Carolina, I still think it's difficult to beat that defense with Lily May. Because it's not only like interrupting the Iron, which is going to guaranteed win you the fight, but when they have Almas as well, they're really trying to capitalize on that initial crowd control of Iron, and if they don't get it, they're kind of left behind. Okay, rank 10 player as well, and he is running. Yeah, this is looking too difficult to clear. He has 3 Celestial Hypergenes all at Supreme Plus, and Ludovic, and like really tanky as well, Haywin, Ludovic. Yeah, I think I'm not going to attack into this. I don't know. Maybe it's possible for some sort of team composition for us to beat that, but it's probably better to be safe. And we have a rank 21 person here. Can see what defense he's running. Okay, he's running like a Wilder team with the Shakira. Interestingly, he doesn't have much crowd control. But now we're going to see Lily May doing another really important thing, which is she can interrupt Shakir. Because Shakir with his Mythic Plus will cast his ultimate the fastest, usually out of the enemy team. Unless they have like some sort of cascade spell or something, which they can in regular arena. And then she's going to interrupt that, and that is going to buy more time to kill the Shakir before he goes into wolf form, which is really good for our team. But I think if we're going to go for something like this, we need to go for more damage. We need to make sure we kill the Shakir right at the beginning. Like, what if we went for Vala in the back?
What kind of treasure?
Went for Vala, the Mark will move on to Shakir. Hopefully that will be enough damage to kill. We could even go for Odie. We could go for Odie. the Shakir should move up to the front, but we really need to target that Shakir. And Vala guaranteed will be marking the Shakir, so I think maybe it's better if we go for that. We could go for the Enlightening Spell because they have the Confining Spell, and Enlightening Spell would kind of counteract that. And yeah, and we're just trying to kill the Shakir. Okay, we're gonna do this, Vala. Oh, but the problem is if we're denying Shakir the energy, maybe he won't ultimate first and then we can't interrupt him. And we want to interrupt him. Sylvina seems too risky here because Sylvina will jump onto Shakir and then she might not be able to kill the Shakir. I really want to do Odie. I'm going to try Odie. I'm hoping that he can somehow target and prioritize the Shakir. But I don't know. Based on the positioning, he might go for the Granny, which would not be good. Anyway, let's take a look. We have the Odie here. And, alright. So, Odie, it's all up to you. He goes for the Shakir first, which is amazing. And we get the interrupt onto Shakir, and Shakir is gonna... Oh, he got a massive healing boost, but he was about to die. Other than that, either way, he is going to go down now, and we're already 5v4. Odie is attacking into a pretty much full Wilder team. Back into the defense state of Lily May, and she is going for a Rainstorm Ballet right now. I think she countered the Granny ultimate. And this is the thing, Thorin is able to tank the entire enemy team, Odie getting damage off in the back, and Lily May is protected by the Thorin. And I think this is really where Lily May shines. She is almost guaranteed to get up to her full 4 growth stacks to increase her attack and get more hits on her Rainstorm Ballet. And yeah, Thorin can eat up all the damage, and he hasn't even died one time yet, and he has multiple lives because of his revive. Okay, defend against the Haywin, I think, and Haywin is not going to be able to ultimate right now. Damon is sustaining up the enemy team by a lot, but it'll just take time. Odie is going to kill everyone from the back. So yeah, this is a really good team, although we were using Scarlita. If you guys don't have Scarlita in this lineup, maybe we could have... We would have wanted to run another Wilder hero, most likely. Yeah, to get the Wilder factional bonus. Could even be Iron. Could be Haywin if you want more protection. Okay, we have the rank 15 player, DS Eliminer. And he is running kind of like, yeah, full Wilder type stall team. Now the problem with Lily May into Iron is like, we're going to interrupt the Iron, but because it's such a stall team and difficult to kill, we're probably not going to kill anyone in time, and then Arden is going to get off his crowd control, Almas is going to prolong the duration, Iron could even cast his second ultimate. And you have all the minions of Floribel. And Floribel really kind of hard counters Odie, unless Odie can lock onto the Floribel immediately, because all of our minions then distract Odie, Odie begins attacking them instead of the Floribel. So if you're gonna try to attack a team like this, you need some sort of AoE damage. I'm thinking, like, what if we went for Almas and Iron, or something like that, or not Almas, Elsa and Iron. Then Elsa has some damage, she can try to work down the Wilder heroes. We have the crowd control from Iron, which is the best form of crowd control we can have. If we had an Almas of our own, I would replace even the Thorin and go for Almas, then I think that would be a really strong team. But without that, I think I want to keep running the Thorin. We need kind of that protection for Lily May. And maybe the potential of damage effect to kill. I think I'm going to try a team like this. We can go for the Confining Spell because it's not really... we don't need to go for Enlightening Spell. They don't have a Confining Spell of their own. And let's take a look. Can this possibly win? Let's see. Iron's going to ultimate at the beginning of the fight, and we're going to interrupt their Iron ultimate. They're all grouped up, so hopefully Elsa can get some value here. Yeah, it's really coming down. It'll come down to Elsa. Can we get the burst? We got a burst right there from the Elsa damage, which was enough to kill the Floribel. And Haywin hasn't even ultimated yet, but Iron gets his second ultimate. We're not able to counter that in time, and Haywin ultimates to heal their team. And the problem is Almas is alive, Arden is alive. They're going to get their combo because of the Iron second ultimate. Look at the Arden damage coming off. Elsa was not able to kill the Arden, which was the problem. And yeah, this doesn't look like a great fight for us. We are still in it. Everyone's still alive on our side, but the enemy is completely topped off and healed. We interrupt the next Arden, Iron ultimate cast, but they're so tanky. Elsa needs to get the kill onto Haywin here. Haywin is almost down. Are we going to get it? Onto the Arden. Looks like we're going to get the win here, but Not so convincing. When they have the wilder stall teams, I think Elsa is a pretty good option into it. But if she doesn't have that damage to kill them, they could have bounced back from that position. Either way, we did get off multiple interruptions of the enemy Iron with our own Lily May, which was good. But I think the second one went off. So yeah, definitely Elsa is a good option into the wilder stall type teams. Let's take a look at what else we can find. And rank 2, I think rank 2 would be out of our reach. And even we've taken a look at a lot of these people. Rank 9, Unholy, I don't think we've seen him before. Could we possibly attack him? A lot of people on this server have Freyasto, Taili, and Scarlita all on their defense. And this is really stall heavy. Like, we have Scarlita of our own. But the problem is, into a team like this, you want to interrupt kind of everyone's ultimate. You want to interrupt the Tailian, Scarlita's ultimate, even the Haywin's ultimate, so that you can burst them down before they get the healing. And it's really tanky and has high sustain. I think probably there's not a good option to try and attack into that. I'm going to look for someone different who is also kind of high ranking. Rank 20 player. Could we attack into him? Okay, so he has the Arden stall team. And I think, do we want to go for Elsa again? I think in this lineup, we could maybe even go for Odie, because Odie can begin attacking the Iron. And yeah, I think in a lineup like this, definitely Odie is going to be more valuable. Because we can have the Odie, and he's going to go, we need to protect, we don't want him to get killed by the Iron. And sometimes Iron running up here is enough to just kill him. But we're going to Iron ultimate and group up all of their team, right? And then Odie should begin attacking, hopefully hitting the Iron. Yeah, our Iron ultimate is going to take all of these up into the middle spot, or it should. And then hopefully a good damage effect from Thorin and Odie killing from the back. I don't know if this is going to work, because if we're not able to lock onto the Iron with Odie, we're in a lot of trouble. Because then with future ultimate casts of the Iron combined with Arden might be enough damage to kill us. But if we can kill the Iron at the beginning of the fight, I'm confident we can win it. Yeah, so we're going to try this team. No Scarlita. Again, Iron is going to loop up all the enemies. There we go. And we interrupt the Iron. So this is exactly what we wanted. Odie is in prime position to kill the Iron. Hopefully before he can cast his ultimate. That would be amazing. We barely get it. Yeah, and we got the pop right when he was channeling his ultimate, so the ultimate doesn't go off. Which is huge value. Now the Arden is not going to be able to like capitalize on the Iron's crowd control. Although look at the damage that Arden deals. Arden nuked my Odie from the back. My Lily May is still alive, but barely. She has hardly any health, and my Thorn is almost dead. So I think unless Lily May can just Rainstorm Valley finish it here, we might be in trouble. The defend is off too late. We got the defend onto the Damien, which is kind of good. I think we're going to win this, but just barely. This is not a very safe team. So Odie did exactly what he needed to do. But Arden somehow from 100% to 0, he killed the Odie with nothing other than himself. There was no Iron on the team left. Iron was dead. That's crazy. I feel like this is why so many people run Arden on their defense. Even killing into like factional disadvantage. Even Arden killing a Mauler hero just on his own. Yeah, we did manage to get the win, but not a very safe team lineup. I don't know, like we could have maybe gone for Elsa again. Elsa seems to be a little bit tankier than Odie, and then she could also kill the Wilders pretty well. So I think Elsa, Iron, Damien kind of team would work out pretty well. Lily May definitely does well into the enemy Iron teams, but as you can tell, she is not like a... just her on her own without well built up heroes behind her is not enough usually to win the fight. And so that's why I don't think Lily May is like game breaking on her own, totally shutting down enemy Iron teams. They're still very difficult to deal with if the Iron is protected, like not running up right into the front of the team so that he can cast a second ultimate, or if he's just tanky enough that he can be burst down before his second ultimate goes off. And yeah. Okay, let's take a look at Supreme Arena now for some more testing over there. He's in the rank 100. Now I'm gonna run on offense the teams that you can set your defense to if you like these team lineups, and we're gonna try to attack some high ranking people. In rank 93, I guess you can attack into top 50, maybe top 70 would be the highest we can attack. Okay, but we're gonna focus it mainly on the Lily May team, which is we're gonna be bringing out Lily May to the crowd control Raging Duel. Because when you can inflict a control effect, then you will gain 1 stack of rage, and you can stack up rage really quickly with this Lily May team.
Understood.
And it's kind of what I'm running on my offense as well. And my defense. My offense and defense both. So we're going to bring our own Iron. We're going to interrupt the enemy Iron's ultimate cast. We have the Rainier to give the damage reduction to our Lily May and increase the damage Iron takes, which is really good. And then along with that, we're going to bring our own Arden. And even, I have Carolina, but really you could also be running maybe Elsa here. Would Elsa be better than Caroline? I think Caroline is really solid. And we have the crowd control from Arden. But they have a lot of wilders, right? Wouldn't Elsa maybe be better? We'll try Elsa. But I use Caroline on my team because my Elsa is only Mythic Plus right now. She's not Supreme Plus. So I thought maybe that would be better. Anyway, we have Enlightening Spell to counter the Confining Spell. This is really the team we're looking at and trying to see how well it can do. Now for this team, especially if you don't see any backline hero to tank the Vala mark, I like to bring Vala and Sylvina both and have them lined up on the same backline target, which will be around here. And we can have, in case they have a Vala, you bring your Temesia for the back, and we can run our Shakira. Although a lot of these heroes are not upgraded in exclusive equipment, I still think it should be fine. And then I have Rowan just for the factional advantage. Yeah, factional synergy. We can go for Evocation Spell, that's fine. For the final team, you'll want to do your Scarlita type stall team. We have Doran, we have Haywen, and Damien as well. And then finally, what is the final hero? I'm actually running Granny. Granny, like, having double stall. And if they have a Vala, you can put the Granny in the back. And if you're running defense, I have my Granny in the back like this so that they can't Vala mark you. But here, having the Granny here, although Granny into Maulers is probably not great. So I think I'm going to go for Carolina here. Yeah, I'll go for Carolina. We can go for the Quick Blade spell, that's fine. It's a pretty strong artifact. You can also go for Confining Spell for lockdown here. That is fine. Okay, so you can try running these same teams on defense if you want. I think they're pretty strong. Yeah, so they're jumping off on the back, and they did have a Vala, but Vala is going to mark... Vala didn't mark my Temesia? Vala marked my own... Sylvina somehow. I thought if your Temesia is in the back middle position, she always takes the mark of enemy Valas no matter their positioning. But I guess that is not the case. If she's on the right side, she's going to mark the Sylvina. Anyway, we're still going to win here because you have, even if they mark Sylvina, you have your Vala free to attack. And your Temesia is just going to put in work in the fight as well. But I should restructure the defenses then to counter, because you really want to counter Vala. Maybe we could put Rowan, I don't know. Okay, so look at the crowd control, up to 5 stacks before the enemy can even get one single stack, and they have a pretty conventional crowd control team, right? This is the power of Rainier position swapping, Lily May interrupting the Iron, Elsa as well. Elsa stacks up Rage even faster than Carolina, so Elsa's even better here than Carolina. Maybe I should run Elsa on my team too, even though she's only Mythic Plus, because that crowd control, getting those Rage stacks is the ultimate priority in that battle. And this is just our stall-ish type team, but we have Carolina for damage in the back. And of course, when Scarlita comes down, it's going to be pretty bad for the enemies. And yeah, you can run these teams on defense. You can run the same lineup onto offense. It should work into most teams because this is pretty much what I'm running on my defenses, and it is holding a high ranking for me. Although, yeah, the first team, we need to try to change around that so that the Vala cannot possibly mark Sylvina. That is not a good thing. Yeah, but I think for that map, it might not be possible for Temesia to mark unless you have like a Temesia in the back and another tank in the back, like Rowan in the back. I mean, you could do that, but then your positioning would become awkward. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much going to be the Supreme Arena testing. Lama, you can use these attacks and try to get into the top 50. I think maybe it's possible for you to hold the top 50, and you can set these as your defenses if you like. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed more Lily May testing on a different account. And overall, based on all the testing we've now done like 3 different arena showcases. I do think she's strong. She can counter the Iron crowd control teams pretty well, but on her own, she is not enough for you to win the match. You need to have a well built up team to back her up, and really you also need like the damage to break through the enemy teams, especially if they have Haywen, they have Doran, if they have tankiness on them, and even if it's just Arden in the back. Usually Lily May is not enough to kill Arden until later on in the fight. And so you need another damage like contributor to help kill some of the enemy heroes at the beginning of the match. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. That was gonna be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And we have an AFK Journey Discord channel where there's like, we do arena tips and you can share your different formations, and that will be in the description of this video if you want to join that as well. But thank you for watching guys. That's gonna be it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.